Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ancient battles, clashes of civilizations, epics of courage, and crucibles where the fates of empires hung in the balance. These weren't just historical footnotes, they were seismic events that sent shockwaves across time, shaping the world we live in. Imagine, if you will, the dust, the screams, the clash of bronze on bronze. Imagine the terror and the courage, the desperation and the cunning of men fighting not just for their own lives, but for the very survival of their civilizations. These weren't just battles, they were turning points in history. Over the next hour, we're going to journey back in time and analyze 5 of these epical confrontations, pulling apart their complexities, exploring their consequences, and attempting to grasp just how profoundly they influenced the course of human history. So buckle up, get ready for some serious historical deep diving, and prepare to be amazed by the sheer scale and impact of these epic ancient battles. The year is 490 BC. The Persian Empire, vast and powerful, sets its sights on Greece, their goal to crush the defiant city-states. They land at Marathon, near Athens. The Greeks, outnumbered but brave, prepare for battle. Greek hoplites in phalanx formation face the Persian army. The Persians, confident in their numbers, expect victory. The tension is palpable, but the Greeks fight fiercely for their homeland. The clash is brutal. The Persians are stunned by the Greeks' ferocity. The Greeks begin to push back, their formations hold, and they gain the upper hand. The Persians panic and retreat. The Greeks, victorious, have repelled the Persian Empire. 10 years after the humiliation at Marathon, the Persian king Xerxes returns, seeking revenge. His vast army faces a small but determined Greek force, led by Spartan king Leonidas at Thermopylae. 300 Spartans and their allies stand against overwhelming odds. Their courage and discipline are legendary. For 3 days they hold the pass, inflicting heavy casualties. Thermopylae becomes a symbol of Greek courage and resistance. Chapter 3. Gaugamela, the Hammer and the Anvil. Fast forward now to 331 BC. Alexander the Great, king of Macedon, a brilliant military strategist and a charismatic leader who has already conquered much of the Persian Empire, faces his final confrontation with Darius III, the last Achaemenid Persian king. The battlefield Gaugamela, a vast plain near the modern city of Mosul, Iraq, chosen by Darius for its suitability for Persian chariot warfare. Imagine the scene: the Macedonian army, a well-oiled military machine, hardened by years of campaigning, their discipline and tactics honed to a razor's edge. Facing them, the Persian army, still vast, still formidable, with chariots equipped with scythed wheels designed to cut through enemy ranks, and cavalry drawn from the far reaches of the empire. Alexander, ever the tactical innovator, deploys his forces in an unconventional formation, using his infantry as an anvil to fix the Persian center, while his companion cavalry, the Hammer, would strike a decisive blow. The battle begins with a Persian chariot charge, hoping to break the Macedonian lines. But Alexander, anticipating this move, has trained his troops to open their ranks, allowing the chariots to pass through, where they are then picked apart by javelins and light infantry. Chapter 4. Cannae, a masterclass in military tactics. We shift our focus now to the Italian peninsula in 216 BC. The Roman Republic, a rising power in the Mediterranean, is locked in a bitter struggle with Carthage, a North African empire centered on the city of Carthage, modern-day Tunis, Tunisia. Leading the Carthaginian forces is Hannibal Barca, a military genius who has already inflicted several crushing defeats on the Romans, most famously at the Battle of Trebia and the Battle of Lake Trasimene. Imagine the Roman army, legions of disciplined, well-equipped soldiers, confident in their strength and their unwavering discipline. They've come to Cannae seeking a decisive victory, to crush Hannibal and his Carthaginian army once and for all. Little do they know they are walking into a carefully laid trap. Hannibal, outnumbered but not outmatched in cunning, deploys his forces in a crescent formation, with his strongest units, the Gallic and Spanish infantry, in the center, and his more numerous but less reliable Libyan infantry on the flanks. His plan to allow the Roman center to push through his deliberately weakened center, while his cavalry, superior in both numbers and quality, would crush the Roman cavalry on the flanks and then attack the Roman infantry from the rear. The battle begins as Hannibal planned. The Roman legions, confident in their superior numbers and discipline, push hard against the Carthaginian center, slowly but surely driving them back. But as the Roman formations become overextended, Hannibal springs his trap. Chapter 5. Actium, the dawn of a new Roman age. Our final stop takes us to 31 BC, to the site of a naval battle that would decide the fate of the Roman Republic and usher in a new era, the Roman Empire. The protagonists, Octavian, the adopted son and heir of Julius Caesar, and Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general, allied with Cleopatra, the enigmatic and powerful queen of Egypt. Imagine the scene, hundreds of warships, their oars churning the water into a froth, their decks crowded with soldiers. Octavian's fleet, commanded by Marcus Agrippa, is composed mostly of smaller, more maneuverable ships. Antony's fleet, while larger, is more cumbersome, including Cleopatra's massive flagship. Antony's fleet is hampered by low morale and the presence of Cleopatra and her entourage. The battle begins with a clash of the fleets, a chaotic melee of ramming and boarding actions. Agrippa orders his fleet to harass the enemy and exploit any gaps in the formation. Cleopatra, watching the battle unfold, panics as the tide turns against Antony's forces. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical insights. Let us know in the comments which ancient battle you found most fascinating. We've only scratched the surface of these epic encounters. Each battle, a story in itself, filled with individual acts of bravery, moments of tactical brilliance, and tragic losses that ripple through time. They remind us that history isn't just dates and names in a textbook. It's a tapestry woven from the actions, decisions, and sacrifices of countless individuals. And ultimately, these battles, while ancient, hold lessons for us today. They remind us of the human cost of conflict, the dangers of unchecked ambition, and the enduring power of courage, leadership, and the will to fight for what we believe in.